Hello, it's Tarun with Just Tarun Gaming. I'm playing this game called No Man's Sky, and we are going to try Permadeath again. This time we're gonna try to not die. I think the trick is don't go onto planets that will try to murder you. I was doing really good against pirates and etc., but it's the planets that'll really get you.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Die support systems
Oh, excuse me.
activated. Shield kinetic system online.
I died just a few hours ago, so, you know, I'm kind of chilling. Chill vibe.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So far, so good.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's shoot some rocks. This game always starts off with shooting some rocks. Alrighty. Need to get some sodium pretty fast.
Technology recharge.
Just in time.
Starship signal detected. Now protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Nice, nice, nice.
Technology recharge.
Ooh. Gotta shoot some trees. Otherwise my laser won't have any charge on it.
Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling.
Oof. That one hurt.
Light core power low. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling.
Right on. Let's wait for that hazard protection to charge a little bit. Just one thing after another.
Navigation data received.
Okay, straight ahead.
Ground protection falling.
Yep, double oxygen. Don't want to miss that. Let's grab this one because it's close.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, wall of flame is definitely going to kill me, right? In 600 units? Oh yeah, I'm dead. I need to find a hole. If possible.
Falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling.
Cave anywhere? No?
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna die.
Extreme heat damage detected. Extreme heat damage detected.
I'm alive.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Freaking barely alive. My shield started going down. Thought I was good at collecting sodium, but no, I was not. Okay. Yeah, these planets will kill you. Nice. Got their medic seal. There's probably still a firestorm outside. Yep. Well, I could go to the next door.
Weather update.
Oh, come on.
Storm clearing.
Don't do that. Okay, safe. Even though the storm is clearing, so I'm safe either way. Alright, I don't have something to dig with currently. And don't see a safe point.
Ground protection falling.
Oof. Carbon nanotubes. Can I make this? Scanner.
Installed.
Nanotubes. Okay. Ship. Sodium.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Okay.
Thermal protection falling. Life support power low.
Hmm.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Component repaired. Technology repaired. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. repaired. Now protection falling. Technology recharge.
Alright, got the space pretty easy. Alert. Navigational data received. That's a volcano.
Now protection falling. Technology recharge. Now protection falling.
Oh yeah.
Technology recharge.
backtrack just a little bit to grab all the sodium.
Ground protection falling. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Ground protection falling.
Ooh, metal fingers already?
Received.
I like this planet.
Units received.
Okay, let me organize a little bit. Actually, you know what?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay. Continue to organize.
Technology recharge. Technology installed. Technology installed.
Already more carbon, okay.
received. Thermal protection falling. Units received. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Units received. Units received. Units received. Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Yes.
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Units received. Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling.
That kind of looks like a hand. Hand and a head. without her for some reason.
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling. Technology installed.
Dang, volcanoes.
Base computer online. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Damn it.
Base computer online.
Let me get a roof.
Thermal protection falling.
Out of pure ferrite, okay.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Ferrite dust.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
And I'm out of carbon. Okay. One carbon left. And I'm missing a wall, technically. But I could put a door there. Should be fine. Got salvage data, okay. Base construction unit.
Weather update. Zone clearing. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Don't know if I'll have enough, but we'll try. Let me make sure I have enough in my laser. Yeah, it's kind of enough.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
$29 carbon, not enough. Close.
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Hola, Midnight Jesus. How you doing today?
Item received.
Sounds good. Working on 2D is always good. Fine tuning that guy to actually make him, you know. I guess he's functional occasionally, but just get him reliable, you know? I guess I actually need to build that teleporter now. Okay, 4 metal plating. Finally got him to not interrupt, do vision properly, search OBS commands. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That's pretty much everything right there, right? So it's all reliable right now, which is great. Now I'm tuning personality since it works totally differently in this model and all the other versions. Yeah. Yeah, I recall the biggest issue you were having is that he would just constantly interrupt you, and every time he would interrupt you, you would have to interrupt him back, and he would interrupt you in the middle of you interrupting him back. So there would probably be a chain of events, and that's kind of getting stored in memory. And yeah, I'm sure you're like kind of getting the fine tuning of him right at this point.
Update. Storm clearing.
Alright, storm is clear, so I could run out of here. But the issue is I need to get more salvage data from somewhere. Yeah, the DeepGram voice transcription implementation was wrong, and now it's actually perfect. Oh, hell yeah, okay. I mean, my concern there is that if it was totally wrong and now it's totally perfect, it may be totally wrong, like, if you change anything, so, you know, just leave it where it is, but apart from that, that's good. 416 units to my ship. That is totally reasonable. What else did I learn over here? Scrolling over all of these to get rid of those exclamation points. Cool. And you know, so okay, interesting thing. This is a new save. I was actually playing in first person because the perma save I had the other day kind of went haywire. The planet went on fire literally, and I got caught up in it. But I actually do kind of prefer playing like this. Yeah, this is when I started 1 hour and 12 minutes ago. So if you see my log, right now I'm still like getting my first power and wire from my base. And this is the first main quest, and it's like the long chain. Okay. Great, so I need to make fuel for my launch thruster. Which I need metal plating for, right? Yeah. Actually, did I have fuel? No, I did not. So the main issue I'm going to be having during this save is I'm going to be thinking about all of the other stuff that I had in my last save. This is my third perma save altogether. The first one I had about 12 hours. The second one, it was like 6 or 8 hours, something like that. And I'm closing in to like 1.5 hours on this one. Yeah, pretty much. It's not like there was anything really cool in the last save anyway, you know, I just fought a bunch of pirates. I could kind of do that anywhere. Yeah, let's see if there's any buried tech modules over here. I see one.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright. That's literally exactly what I needed. I don't want to accidentally smack one of those eggs and start a riot. New spot, that's always good. Let's investigate this place. Where is the entrance?
Temperature levels stabilizing.
There's usually something that whacks me up here. Yep, right there. Okay. Running out of space. A wound on the world, crimson and ragged. Probably talking about the ugly Atlas. So I'm not really speedrunning the game per se at this point, but I've gone through the story a couple of times. So I am just ignoring most everything and trying to get to the center of the galaxy so I get that Steam achievement. I could always run back to Steam and go like, oh yeah, I did beat this game. One of the issues I was having in my main save is that I had actually beaten the game and I didn't notice I'd beaten the game. Because when you beat it, it just tells you to continue exploring the galaxy, which I was doing. So the speedrun record, I gotta imagine there's like a couple of different categories. Because if it's literally just about collecting the resources to jump to, you know, to jump to station to station to station to get to the end, you could probably beat this game in 3 or 4 hours, I imagine. If you start doing like the item duping and stuff. Maybe even faster than that if you can trick it somehow. Kind of concerned I missed something over here.
Thermal protection falling.
Well, there's that. Oh. Yeah, I think that's how I died last time. There's freaking volcanoes everywhere. So let's get away from those. So you have me at 100%, but my voice is audible, but it feels like 30% volume. Let's see. I have it turned up all the way in OBS. And my microphone input is pretty high. So is it my sound is quiet compared to the game, or is it just the volume in general is low. Everything is lowish, okay. I do have a compressor on, so that may be why. It may just be like turning everything down. Don't know if I have enough launch fuel to take off again, but let me hit this up real quick. I always like exploring. I'll check over my, what is it, the video on demand? And see what I sound like there. I checked it earlier when I died, but I'm assuming I didn't check it compared to anything. Alright, let's plop back out the base. Now with the ship. I definitely intended to park closer.
Now protection falling.
All right. It's not bad, but it's comfortable with my system volume at 100%, Twitch at 100%, and your headphones at 100%, which your levels are a bit low, yeah. So on Twitch, I don't know if there's like a total audio output monitor. Alright, so I opened up my advanced audio properties. And I've got my like SM57 mic over here. That is at 100%. Yeah, all my output is through OBS. Everything is turned up to 100, so I could turn everything up to like 120. So my system volume is not at 100 because I'm running through audio interface. But now that you mentioned that, there is a, like, so the first half of my stream yesterday, I didn't have my mic working for whatever reason. My audio interface sometimes just like disables itself and re-enables without my mic as my default. But I think in Windows audio settings, there is an option for your microphone volume. Just need to go to your advanced audio settings. Sorry, I know there's nothing going on in the stream right now, but okay. Yeah, the input is at 54%. I just bumped it up to 100%. That should be the trick. Yep, that was it. Okay. So I'll bring the desktop audio back to 100% and OBS. Cool, thanks for that. Alright, so this is a normal volume. This is me talking. The compressor should be turning the volume of the game down as I speak over it. So I'll turn the input gain down a little bit on my Tascam. That should help with the line noise, I guess. No snowstorms. All right. I'm good. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so I need to get the biofuel reactor and the electrical wiring. Then I need to install this junk. There it is. More metal plating. With my limited inventory space. I really shouldn't have parked that far away. All right. Ferrite dust. Oh man, I could have just made that. I ran all the way back for nothing. And on top of everything, there's just an extra salvage data sitting here. I didn't even have to fly out at all. Alright, let's top this off a little bit. Get some ferrite dust in there. Actually, I need ferrite dust, so let's get some rusted metal in there. And I need 50, okay. That should pop out pretty fast. Awesome. Don't have anywhere to teleport to yet. But this should hopefully bring my ship a little bit closer. Hell yeah. Ship's right there now. Okay. So what's next? Oh, I guess that's what's next. Scanner detected unusual broadcast repeating 16 from the space station. End of archive. Okay. Yeah. Go to the space station. Launch thruster fuel. Let me see how much of these I can make in one shot. Two. I can make two. That takes too long. It's gonna burn through fuel. This might not even be enough. Oh, actually, it's perfect. That's good. Alright, second time in space. Oh, yeah. This one looks like a doob. Purple and green, like it's a Hulk themed space station. Alrighty, now I just gotta talk to a couple of people. Oh. Clicked off screen. That's 2. And as video games go, it's a rule of 3s. This guy looks angry at me. He's like, oh no, now I got some weird dudes talking through me, speaking in numbers. I should have a Gek relic for this guy. Yep. Now I just gotta spam a bunch of vocabulary for the next few missions. Vy'keen is good. Grab everything I can from here. Nav data. Few credits. Credits, units, same thing. Or in space. Nobody knows the difference. Should be something here, right? There we go. And secure repository. Alright, the good stuff. First free inventory slot. And I think the next is like 2,500 and 5,000 and just keeps going up from there. Ah, yes, you're confused, I'm confused. So let's talk about a trade. I know the Vy'keen love trade, right? Friendship. You guys love friendship. The first space station always has like a good variety of aliens in it. Trade Gek. Their features are generally varied a lot. And I think you can generally become any kind of alien you want. I haven't messed with the character designer too much. Like on my main save, I know I do have like a one green guy with a triangle head. Yeah, these Korvax guys, man, like I love them. Like every station you go to, it's like a whole brand new family of Daft Punkers. And it's not even like cyberpunk, it's all like, it's very strict like Daft Punk mentality. Okay, I met 10 aliens. I got nothing for him. says go back to my base. Okay, I'll do that. Probably could have gotten a few more things done there, but it's alright. Alright, base complete. Let's go for the new task. That didn't make any sense to me, but that's normal. Let me get some of this out of here.
Life support power low.
That's not good. Need some carbon. Need to refill that oxygen.
Recharge.
Carbon.
Down. Falling.
It's one of the faults of being outside. The thermal protection falls. One thing they added pretty early on is that you see these like ships that popped in. They're just AI, but you used to never see like AI back in the day either. That's like from when the world was really feeling empty. They didn't have that, and then they were like, "Oh, let's just add these guys in at least." Right now, it's like a lot more forgiving. This is in permadeath mode, and even though I've died 3 times, or died twice, I feel like it's kind of my own fault. Yo, what's up, Chewie?
Down protection.
They're just passing by. Don't need to worry about those guys. Definitely need to take my ship over, though.
Levels stabilizing.
Not much, Chewie, just playing games. I had a motor go off on me on my little quad, so I swapped that out with the backup, and then it took me like 30 minutes to realize I had to go into beta flight and do that 2 or 3 times because it wasn't saving for whatever reason. Hey, I got back up in the air. I flew a little bit today, and then just came back to this game. I was playing this earlier too, and you see that permadeath counter in the corner is up to 2. So I lost like a 6-hour save, and before that I lost a 12-hour save. But we're hoping this is the one that goes to the end. All right, so that freaking crashed freighter is definitely where I'm supposed to be going. There should be some parking around here. There it is. A 2.5-inch frame potentially coming in tomorrow. Hell yeah, man. This game is called No Man's Sky. So, generally, when you start off this game, you look like this. You're like a dude in a spacesuit.
Protection falling.
You got those little bars in the bottom that start going down, and then you got to start collecting things like you need to collect oxygen for your life support. You need to collect sodium for your hazard protection. And I'm playing in permadeath mode, so those bars go down a lot faster than in normal mode. You can get this on almost every platform nowadays. They have this thing called crossplay, so you can play it like on Switch, and you can save your game there. Then you can jump onto Steam on your PC and load it up. The game producer or publisher, I think, is called Hello Games. So they have a whole thing on their website where you could just set up an account and move it over. The story's kind of weird, but playing the game is fun. And it's kind of like, you know, step by step. Even in this hard mode, like, you don't get everything right away. You have to build up your ship, and it takes a couple of hours. So I just got this hyperdrive, and I don't have the parts for it. It's kind of like the vibe, you know. You get something, you don't have the parts for it. You get the parts, you fix the thing, and then you go off further into space. Oh, that was the wrong button. I think I just wasted navigation data, but that's alright. Yeah, I like games where you could like fly around. I got I think a Logitech HOTAS controller as well. One of those joysticks with a throttle control and like a joystick on the side. So I've been trying to find a game that I could play that with and, you know, just have that kind of like a flight sim experience, you know? You like games like this? Yeah, that's cool, man. So we like similar games. That's good. So one of the secrets to these kind of places, I just went to this flight computer over here. And this is the flight computer for, like, that's like the black box for this whole freaking ship that crashed over here. And I'm gonna get one of these eventually. So it's kind of like a teaser. But for now, since this is crashed here, I can run around. I can kind of break into it. And I can collect some junk. Some rusted metal off of this box. And then as soon as I open it, there's like radiation poisoning that comes out. But I also got an extra item out of there. So there's usually like 6 or 7 of those by each freighter. Since this is early in the game, it's a lot of inventory management, which is kind of shitty, but you get some upgrades to your jetpack later as well, so you can fly around longer. Can go higher, and you can, you know, basic upgrades. It's a game. Don't know what else to really say about it. Double jump with the jetpack, you know. Alright. And if you get away fast enough, that radiation doesn't bother you. There's another one right here. Let's clear all that away. Clear that away. Make sure I have an escape route. Oh shit. Shit.
Radiation damage detected. Radiation protection stabilizing.
Yeah. So you gotta be quick about it sometimes. Like, if I fuck that up, then that would have been like my 2 hours of the day, just of my life, pretty much fucking gone, because it's perma-save, so you don't get to try again. You do have like restore points, so if I make a mistake, I can go back a little bit and, you know, redo it. Just can't die. There's another one.
Thermal protection full.
It's actually relatively stress-free for me. It's just I take it a little bit too easy sometimes, then I just die, and that's really not the best way to live. Like, I saw a couple of new guys getting into permadeath for the first time this week, and they're like playing it super different than how they play their normal games, and they're always commenting on that. But I'm like, this is just taking me a while to get back to having my normal inventory, but apart from that, it's all the same. Right, there's definitely one more there, but there may be no more after that. Warp cell, alright. Alrighty. So, inventory is almost full. Need chromatic metal and microprocessors. And my log says install the hyperdrive. Is that out in space? Space station terminal off planet, okay. Next thing I need is copper. That says copper, right? Sodium, basalt. That's pretty far away, that's far away. Far away. Is that an unknown building? Okay, I kind of want to check that out. So I'll take this far one. That's sodium, okay. So I just did a scan right now, and that scan like popped up a bunch of diamonds, like the sodium over here and that sodium over there. I gotta grab those really fast. Alrighty.
Thermal protection falling.
Just ran out of breath because I was running too much. Now, these are my favorite plants. They give you extra unlimited jetpacks. It's limited, but it's good. Need more sodium. Yeah, you can play in teams of 4. I think you can already play like as soon as you start, but You have to have the same difficulty settings. So if I'm on permadeath, you could only play with me on this save if you are also on permadeath.
Protection falling.
This mining is kind of like the most boring part. I have it on the smallest setting right now. You can kind of like make it the biggest setting, so you'll like mine a bunch at once, but then you'll get it a lot less. So when you're like more accurate, then it gives you a lot more. Well, 30% more, I'd say. The waveform focuser N56P. Looks like a glue gun. Yeah, it took me like a month at least to figure out that you could change the spread. I thought there was just like one default setting. And then it took me another 3 months to remember that the buttons were R and T.
Protection falling.
But I got it eventually.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Oops.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So I definitely didn't see this before. This is cool. But I think it might get me killed. Makes I need to get more sodium. I just don't want to miss this. Whoa. Lava's burning me. Alright, so that was definitely the wrong thing to do. Let's see what happens if I go back a little bit. Because this is so early in the game, I don't want to lose standing. But it seems like I may just have. Okay, I think it saved it right after I did that. So 39, that would take me back freaking 5 minutes. What did I get done in the last 5 minutes, huh? Was it anything important? It's just mining that copper, right? Just gonna do it again. Yeah. I was overdoing the mining anyway. I didn't need that much. I didn't need to pick the smallest. Yeah, so the way you would do it is every time you pop out of your ship, it says restore point saved. The only issue is that your ship has limited thrusters. So if I take this and I just plop it anywhere, I'm going to be running out of... And I think I just wasted my last navigation data too. Oh, no, it's still there. Okay. Whew. I think there used to be a glitch where it takes one navigation data to call your ship on to that location, wherever it can land. But if it was landed there already, it would still take that navigation data. I think they fixed it, so now it's still on your inventory when you're done. But So I need 125 chromatic metal, so 115 chromatic metal, which means 230 copper. And I've got to watch out for that freaking volcano. Okay, I was going this way because of the unknown building. That makes sense.
Technology recharge.
So if I play it a little bit safer and just go for the sodium right away, should be good. Uh-oh. Okay. Oops. Now there's a slow or low chance I might have to do it again, but there's only 3 options. Yeah, when the idea for the game came out, it was really grand, and then like the actual programming for it was on point to a certain extent, but it was just like he wasn't really a game designer at the end of the day. Or I guess you could call him like what game designers should be like, you know, not necessarily what game designers are. Like game designers currently kind of are more so trying to figure out how to penny pinch you for microtransactions and shit, but that's a whole separate story. The voice of an ancient tribe shakes on the ground I shake on. Oh, so I was supposed to respect it. Okay. Cool. I guess that's what Viking daggers are used for. Alright, I learned all 3 of those words. Is that the copper over there? Oof.
Protection void.
Yeah, see, I blasted right through it because I didn't make the hole small enough right away. Now the next struggle is getting back to the base without running out. Oh, okay. I actually had enough sodium. I thought I was running out. The next question is this enough copper? Alright, now we run back. Oh shit. That was stupid. Oh, brother. Get some carbon on the way out. Alright, I can see that giant freighter, so that means I'm on my way. Let me shoot this rock. Doing another scan for sodium. Oof. Maybe make another portable refiner. Put in a little bit of carbon. And convert that copper. That's only going to get me 65. The idea of the procedurally generated game is really cool, but it's like everything is within bounds, you know, and the trick is to not have the procedural generated thing happen, because that's cool, but the trick is to make those bounds cool. Like every freighter is, or every crash freighter or every abandoned freighter looks exactly the same, you know. It's like 5 or 6 items or 5 or 6 rooms to get into. Sometimes 7, you know. But big whoop.
Technology recharge.
Alright, so I need to find... Let's throw this in there. I went that way before, I think. There we go. Just gotta get past that volcano is all.
Levels stabilizing.
Damn it. I don't have the jetpack upgrades yet. Otherwise this would be hella easy.
Ground protection falling.
a little bit of sodium there. That's good. Alright, now as long as the volcano doesn't have it out for me, I should be good. This looks like it's plenty. I don't have any more sodium at all, huh? I'm just gonna have to go grab some.
Protection.
Is that a cave? It is not a cave. You know what? We're gonna blast through this. Take the shortcut.
Recharge.
Also gives me a moment to stabilize. Okay, it's right there. 120 units. Oh, there's one right here.
Technology. Recharge.
Shit. Alright, so that's the freighter. Come on. Oh, come on. Just a little bit more. Yep. Very good.
Technology. Recharge. Protect.
Awesome. Alright, so I have enough to get back to my ship. Do I have enough of the mine? Is that the one I got already? I gotta get back to the ship.
Protection.
Shit. This might just be the end of me. Oh, come on. Don't
Damage detected.
get glitched in. I got glitched. After all that, just to get glitched into the freaking freighter. All right, made it out. Yeah, you could. But the thing is that, like, you're limited on resources, right? So if I don't have sodium on me and I don't have any nearby, then that means I can't refill my hazard protection. And if I can't refill my launch thrusters, that means I can't take off on my ship. So yeah, you could avoid permadeath, but it's kind of like you're going to end up in that Tom Cruise movie where he keeps on dying over and over again and has to live the same thing. Like his version of Groundhog Day or whatever it was. In a combat situation, that's tomorrow. So the game is always live, right? So even if I'm like running, or I should say if I am falling, then technically I should keep falling while I hit escape. So I'd have to be really fast about it. I think you could do that in World of Warcraft as well. There's certain points where if you're falling and if you quit the game before the fall damage actually takes place, then it'll reset you to your last point or whatever. But I don't know. It's cheesing, so I'm not really a fan of relying on those methods. And I've got plenty of stuff right now. I just got to go to a space station, and that'll take care of microchips for this guy. The chromatic metal I might have to come back down for. But I have 275 nanites. That means I should be able to get some heat protection, which would make it easier for this planet, or make it easier for me on this planet. I think I left my refiner here. Yep. Freaking volcanoes. So I think I'm gonna go to space. See how much microchips cost. Microprocessors, I should say. And you could see like this going down percent by percent.
Technology recharge.
Alrighty. Wiring looms are useful. There you go, microprocessors. 27,500 each. Yeah, pretty much.
Received.
So I need 3 more of those.
Product received.
Nice, that's one thing I can do. Now, do you have any copper? No, no copper. Oh snap! Got some spam. No, that was the right guy. I just opened up the stream manager on my phone to report that dude. And the chat message wasn't there. Check out my amazing 1 nanite discount. Yeah, it's still there on PC. I just opened it up on my cell phone. Give me a second, I'll get it on Twitch on the PC. Oh. Creator dashboard. I don't know any fast way to do this. Go to manage stream. Click that guy. Manage suspicious user. Restrict them. Yeah, I think it was Wiz Khalifa or somebody like 2 weeks ago or somebody something. Somebody literally just popped up on the net and had like a thousand or thousands of like Twitch viewers, and they were like, "Yeah, how's that going on?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's view botting. You know, everybody does it." So it's like, what the fuck? You can't say that part out loud. It's like, you know, but it's like nobody cares. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, big name artists at this point are like, yeah, it is what it is. It's a system. Nobody gets banned for it, so. Alright, cool. Now that guy's banned. Reported and banned. Well, okay. You know, to a certain extent, that is loser shit and it's no integrity. But the thing is that for a lot of people, being a sellout is a part of the game. Like, it's... If you're not... Like... I don't know how to say this kindly, but if you're not putting your face out on, like, you know, vodka and, like, t-shirts and hats and stupid shit that you don't give a shit about, then it's, like, not doing justice to your brand. And there's a lot of people that work under you as well that want to make some of that cash. And that's kind of how that system works out for most people. I'm not saying anything in favor or against it. It's just what little I know about it. Absolutely, yeah. The thing I really don't like is when people are like... So as stupid as it is that this guy's going out and he's just saying that he's doing it, right? At least there's some integrity where he's like, yeah, I'm not lying to you about this shit. There's other people who are like, oh, so the point of it is to lie to people, so why would we bother telling anybody? These are expensive. Let me see. So movement model is necessary. And I'll get the thermal protection, I guess.
No free slots in
Oof. No, you're wrong. Sorry about that. The thing is that, like, look at the amount of people that are there. Look at the amount of chats that actually make sense. And then look at the actual number of viewers, which I can understand the idea of lurkers, right? But the fact that this platform is based off of like 10,000 people in chat not saying or doing anything, and then 100 people, quote unquote, like engaging, like 2D engages, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying everybody view bots, but I'm saying that when you get big enough, there's a high chance that you're getting view botted and you don't even fucking know it. And I'm forgetting how to play the game. I need to install this first. Now I can buy more stuff.
Product received.
Awesome. Alright, let me see if there's anything else I can donate. Nope, doesn't look like it. Anything I can sell? So keep this in mind as well, right? When one of my buddies first started making music and putting it online, he would have one computer in our studio that would just play the music to get the numbers up. And, you know, people, that was like old school view botting. Before there was view bots, you would just do it yourself. You can log into a system under multiple accounts, and you're not supposed to, but you can. And people do this because they're trying to get numbers up. So if, even in my Twitch, for example, I have a moderator account I made to test out some moderator stuff, but I see a lot of people use their moderator account as an extra viewer. Exactly, yeah, there's always checks, and it's very easy to do the checks. The issue is that once you do the checks and you know the answer, are you willing to do anything about it? Or is the money good enough that you can turn the other way? And usually it's the second. It's the latter, you know? Oh yeah, because think about this as well, right? I'm selling ads, right? And I want my ads to make the most money. I know Kaizenat will do the best numbers or whatever at this certain hour, and I know this ad will make me like pennies or whatever based on how many views he gets. But if I can triple his views during that hour, I triple my pennies. So if there's a guy out there that's tripling his pennies nonstop, you know, that, I don't want to say that's happening all the time, but I'm guaranteeing you that there's people out there doing dumb shit like that. These are all disruptive platforms, man. They don't care if they go down. Yeah, it does. But I mean, at the end of the day, Twitch is also just another lost leader for AWS. To a certain extent, I know I'm talking out of my ass, but like, you know. I want to say that if I were to take the time to actually look at the numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if they support my statements. And I'll leave it at that. But I'm not going to go and bother looking at other people's numbers. It's really all about this hyperdrive now. So I gotta get that chromatic metal.
Technology recharge.
Alright, so let me start churning some stuff. Yep. Okay, that's all true. You can also... Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they have no reason to admit it. And a lot of times, people don't have the time or effort to go after them. Nice.
Recharge.
But, copper. I have copper. Was it too long? That was the other thing I was going to mention. Like, people could do things maliciously. Got censored, lol. So if I knew that Twitch is like aggressively going against view botters, for example, and I wanted to take somebody down, I could just find a view botter and tell them, hey, go after this channel. And, you know, they're generally... I'm not going to say that they're successful, but they are like cheap to start off with. You could find like a view botting service for $20 out there probably. And then if you want to go way up there, I'm sure there's like hundreds and hundreds of dollars or thousands or whatever. But those probably include like, you know, texting and all the fake services to make it seem real. Alright, I think I'm good. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. I also just kind of find it generally strange to find streams that have like 20 or 30. I know it's just me being a boomer at this point, but it's like, are 20, 30,000 people really watching a guy at his computer or just a guy walking around in the streets? Like, I could vaguely understand the women, but that's because I'm a dude. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Like one of the main channels I associated with streaming when I got into it was Pirate Software, because he seemed to be blowing up the algorithm and finding a niche, and like, you know, it was a lot of fake stuff, but it seemed like he was the perfect streamer at the time, you know? Everything he did would get his numbers up. Yes. At this point, I'm saying, like, you know, it's beyond their control. And even with Pirate Software, like, once a little bit of drama started with him and, like, you know, it kind of snowballed. At this point, like, I've got my own little conspiracy. It's thinking that, you know, there's no way that all those numbers were real. And considering his expertise and the way that he sets up his channel and everything, I wouldn't be that surprised. I don't actually think he's that good of a streamer, honestly. Like, I think he is really good with the YouTube Shorts, or he was. I don't know if he still does that too much anymore. Yeah, like that's the issue. It's he's got just enough knowledge to actually have done something, you know? But it's like people are looking back into his history and stuff, and like he's kind of like a braggart, like, I don't know how you pronounce that, but he brags a lot. Almost every stream he would mention how he like was a developer at Blizzard. And he was pretty much like a quality assurance guy, like he was a tester. And he was talking about how he was like a supreme like hacker for the CIA when he was just writing like phishing emails or something like that. Braggart, yeah. Yeah, so that's like he tells this one story over and over again about his father, about how his dad is the guy from South Park, like when they make fun of World of Warcraft, the big fucking chunky guy in the basement that's like, you know, shitting in his own chair or whatever. That's literally Pirate Software's dad. I forgot his name, honestly, but he also streams on Twitch, and personally I think he's a better streamer than Thor. Thor's like a lot of sensationalism and entertainment value sometimes, but anyway, like, his dad was a lead cinematic designer, so he got like nepo babied in, and then kind of had a bit of an ego, and I don't think anybody really checked him. And when he got checked, he spun that in his favor. And I'm not sure if he was doing this, like, you know, out of some malice, or it was just kind of like coping or whatever. But he did a good interview with Healthy Gamer GG, and they all talked about a lot of this mental health stuff. I talk about Pirate Software a lot because I can kind of relate to him, you know, just being a loser on the internet. But beyond that, I don't know, man. I feel like at a certain point I would try to flip myself in the right direction. I've had too much time, man. I've been watching YouTube videos about this like every other day. The dude also did like some DMCA knockdowns of people that were totally not right. Like somebody used his voice over a clip of their video game on YouTube or something, or on Reddit, not even on YouTube. And he went to Steam, and he put down a DMCA notice on Steam to take down the dude's game. Ended up just giving him a shit ton of publicity, but... Oh, there you go. The first thing you said is good voice, right? The biggest deal about him right now is that, like, that's always been a big deal about him, is that he uses a voice changer. Because you see a interview clip of him at like one of the cons when he was a little bit younger and chunkier, and the dude sounds like, you know, like I'm up here, man, like, I don't know, he's just talking up here, and I really don't know. Now he's like talking like this all the time, and it's like, am I really using a voice changer, or am I really just like doing something with my voice? Did my balls really drop like down beneath my toes? Yeah, the dude is like, I don't know. Like, I haven't met the guy. Like, I don't want to judge him because I haven't met him. But the thing is, if I meet him, I know he's going to kind of be confrontational based off the people that I know that are like him. Because, you know, I am very often like him. Let's get some more carbon. I gotta click this.
I swear to God, I'm gonna go back in the video and find out who pulled that damn thing, kick him out of the raid. That is insane shit. You have. I swear to God, I'm gonna go back in
Nope,
the video.
that's not the one.
And damn thing, kick him out of the raid. That is insane.
It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games.
This is complete garbage.
Yeah, so that first voice was the one.
All of this can eat shit.
It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games.
So you can tell that it's a different mic, but nonetheless, it's like quite different. I'm not saying that it's a voice changer, right? But I know how EQs work, and I know how to change your voice in person. I'm pretty sure he's using a deeper voice than what his natural speaking voice is. Because I've, like, even Emaru, I think she's a pretty big streamer as well. She has a very, very raspy voice. And she has a story about that because back in high school or something, she had a very quiet, soft voice like this. And it wasn't projecting, so she got in trouble a lot. People would yell at her. So then when she tried to project, you know, she started, like, getting raspy and shit. And that's just, like, how her voice is. And now that's like, normal for her. And I know it's a terrible accent, but... Oh yeah, even like right now I'm using the 57 and it's making me sound a lot better. But there should be a limit to it. Like, I am using a couple of VSTs, right? But I'm using them at like 1%, 2%, because I kind of, I just want to have a tiny bit of an effect. Like I have a vocal doubler going on right now, I have 2 compressors, I have a reverb, and I think I might have a delay as well. But everything is on like, you know, a tiny, tiny bit. I might have an EQ, I have an EQ as well. And a gain boost. So yeah, I have a rather complicated chain. But it's all like a bunch of stupid stuff I just put together to try to get my voice to sound as close to what my voice sounds like in my like head or when I listen to myself back on a recording, you know? I'm not trying to make myself sound better. I'm trying to make myself sound natural. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, it's like not everybody knows that. I think you know that, I know that, and a good amount of streamers know that. But I am afraid like he's kind of overdoing it a little bit.
Technology recharge.
Again, that's the point where I would say voice changer like everybody else, but because people don't really understand microphones and chains and stuff, it's the easy way to explain what's happening. I think I have a warp cell. I'll probably need 2. For warp cells, it's antimatter housing. Okay, but I still need to go into space for the antimatter. Gotcha. And how much stuff can I throw in here? Doo. One more. Awesome. Okay. I was just about to ask. Like, when you said slightly pitchy, you meant like slightly off pitch? But yeah, that makes sense. I used to... no, I still am relatively good at that. I've never really trained it, but my ear is pretty good. The issue I've always had is I never recognized my own voice that well. Like, I never used to clean out my ears or shit like that, and then eventually, like, when I start streaming and I wear headphones, and I have my balance set so I'm actually getting a little bit of the input back into my headphones directly, it allows me to get this, like, space where I can understand what I sound like in here, and then I'm trying to take this and put it into your speakers, if that makes any sense. Absolutely. When I was initially streaming, I didn't actually care about my voice. I was caring about how it looked on camera, and then I took the camera off and I was like, yeah, I actually care about how I sound.
Technology recharge.
Alright, let's go find this antimatter. And my launch thrusters are empty. Oh, gotta go to space. Where is it? So, she might have a much better understanding of this guy than I do. Well, so that's the thing. Like, I know I could probably do a radio DJ voice too. I'm not that concerned about the capability of being able to do it. I'm just saying, like, the honesty of it. Like, the dude is going around saying, you know, that is the way he's naturally speaking all the time. When it's, you know, clearly something he's developed for his microphone speaking, you know? I'm not liking this planet. It's very barren. And see, that's the thing. Like, I'm okay with hamming up one thing a little bit, but if your whole shtick is that you're gonna ham up everything a little bit, then you kind of lose track of what you hammed up, and you think everything is legit. Ah, crap. Animals are, like, depending on the planet. Sometimes you'll see a whole horde of them. Other times you'll see, like, once in a while. There we go. I also have my draw distance set, like, to the absolute minimum. So there's a chance that they're all out there and I just can't see them. Is there more goodies over here? I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'm playing on my laptop. The desktop I have is like probably 15, 20 years old, so I don't think I would be able to handle this game. So I'm definitely due for an upgrade, but I just haven't really felt like it. Believe it or not, this laptop can actually... It can't play Star Citizen, but it can run Star Citizen. I've been able to open the game. I've been able to go into space, get myself 12 frames per second, you know. But that game was not at all designed to work on low settings. I freaking hate those developers. I actually do not own it. There's another streamer, Rivs T7. He's do like a... Actually, forgot where he is, but he's Central Time. And he was playing it. He was like, "Oh, I got an extra email if you want to try it out." So he let me borrow his account for a little bit, and I was trying it out. Yeah, it's a little bit beyond absurd. Voidzilla has this thing going on where he says, like, crime is legal now. I think he's, like, almost out of t-shirts. If anybody's interested, but yeah, crime is legal now. So that's just the world we live in. That's kind of the point I was trying to make about the view botters too. It's like, just you're not going to get prosecuted, then might as well just be honest about it. Let people know what's going on. Got so much junk, so much junk. It's I don't want to get too much into politics, but it's like everybody's always got their focus on the wrong thing all the time. I think that's an issue. It's not about working together on the problem. It's about just kind of like going like, all right, that's not the problem. I'm relatively religious. I'm Christian just out of habit because it makes sense. I've never really been to church or anything, but you know, it's my family is Hindu, so it again doesn't make too much sense. But I like to believe that in this world, there's enough for everybody, and there's enough people to make more people. There's enough plants to make more plants. Like there's enough for everybody, but just enough. So that's why we have issues all the time. Like, if we have more people, then this world will accommodate and have more stuff. But we still have to divide it properly. Exactly. And the larger you scale up, I'm sure you know, like the larger you scale up, everything gets like out of whack. I'm out of ion batteries and I have no phosphorus. Okay, so that is going to be useless very soon. Let me get some more launch fuel. That's what I was worried about.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Need some tritium next. Can I make more launch fuel? No, I cannot. Yeah, if you like consider how religious I am, I'm only hypocritically religious. Like I'm a pastor of the Universal Life Church, which is like that online church or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think the funny thing is that nobody's religious, everybody's ironic. The funny thing is that was exactly my scenario. I was like, my buddy's trying to get married. Let me go and become a pastor. And then, you know, he just got married normally, so I wasn't really... I became a witness instead of the officiator, but... I'm wondering, should I go into space? Should I find something to do here? Rusted metal? Nah, that's crap. More crap. This is a crap planet. I'm sure it's got something on it, like on the other side, but I'm not going to bother. My goal right now is to get to the next star system and just land. Even when I was alt-tabbing earlier to check that pirate software video clip, I was like, am I gonna die? Should I be alt-tabbing? I've died twice already in this game. Alright. One step closer to the galactic core. Oh, shit. I forgot to feel the fucking hyperdrive. That's what I needed to do, condensed carbon. Okay, so do I have a base somewhere? A base or a space station somewhere? Space station, okay, that's... I have a second monitor. But I don't keep Chrome open. Like I said, it's on a laptop right now, so I literally only have a OBS. I have Steam open because it needs to be open. I have Discord open because I want to have those like those notification sounds whenever somebody chats, so I can remember to look over to my second monitor. And this is a portable one. It's a Casking, Casking touchscreen. When I was doing like lighting stuff, we used this software called ETC Nomad. It's actually ETC EOS is the software, but the version I use is Nomad that you can install on your laptop. And it's very, very useful to have a touchscreen when you're doing lighting control. So I decided, let me go out onto Amazon, and I bought that thing. And it's given me so much trouble that I'm just using it as a second monitor for my laptop at this point. Because the touchscreen is like wonky, works all off of USB-C, but it needs the mini HDMI in there 90% of the time for the USB-C to actually work. Otherwise, like if you put the computer to sleep and come back, then it just blacks out everything. This is the Hulk space station, isn't it? Yes, it is. I thought I had jumped already. My brain is like on a different level right now. Do any of those wearing looms soon? Yes, but not yet. Okay. Just need to condense some carbon and then I'll be off to the next system. And then once I'm in the next space station, I think I might call it a day. It's like just gotta get to know the safe spot. Last time, the first time I died, I was running into a building and there was like a lightning ball that crossed over the building, and as I ran in, like the lightning was in the freaking building. I don't know why. And it just killed me.
Technology recharge.
Carbon. I think it was 20. Let's start that. Correct. Actually, I don't even know if it was glitchy or not, because like I'm at this point wondering, does that lightning just go through buildings? Like, is that how the game works? Was I supposed to know better and not go in the building? That's why I'm definitely like, I'm gonna save at space stations and just like play it safe. The lightning that they have in this game is it's like localized on the surface as like, it's like tumbleweed, except 30 feet tall, and it just wrecks you. I'm sure I'd rather get struck by lightning. Alright. That was the first jump of the save, and it took roughly 3 hours. And I'm playing at a streamer space. Oh no, don't send me into the rocks. If you decline it, I think it sends you there anyway. Yep. Stupid rocks. Got some good fuel out of that, though. Those hybrid clusters are always the shit. Hey, see, I got an antimatter out of that. Alright, let's do the rounds. Gex like Gek. Viking like Viking. And inventory space, awesome. Who's next? The twins. Yeah, you guys are legit twins, man. Both got ears and everything. Technologia. Yeah. I do like the little interactions they give you. Like, this guy is like waving me off because I haven't donated that much. I think I'm... my current Mercenaries guild rank is unknown. But once you donate some more stuff, eventually he'll start like giving you a thumbs up. Shrug. This guy's head is just like a little mini television. Did I talk to you already? Whoa. Made him mad. I do wish this was a little bit less tedious, but you don't have to get the languages, really. I think you just have to learn like 24 words or something along those lines to progress the missions, but it's useful to know what they're saying. But this feels like playing Final Fantasy or something, you know, just one of those games that has an unnecessarily complex, dumb cipher in it. Let's take this one. Hey, this guy's got a hologram. I enjoy them a good deal. We got this phrase called time pass. So a lot of those games are like they're just like watching dramas, you know. I like turn-based stuff because it gave me a moment to think, and like it does sometimes take a moment. And eventually you can always turn the speed up. Dope. Now let's see if I can afford anything else. I've probably heard about it, but my memory is shit. Can afford a shield module. Let's go for it. I'll take it. Core health plus 33.
Rated M for mature.
You should never have come. You're only going to make things worse for everyone.
No. She chose to come. I didn't make the rules between you two.
You're fighting to change things.
For those who come after. Right?
Thought I was used to losing people.
Yeah, me too.
Miles with him. We need to go now. Who are you?
I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but
She'll never paint again.
Alright, I don't have a good gameplay video off the top of my head for it, but maybe this one.
Well, I'd say that's worth a 10 out of 10.
Fight's literally paused to do turn-based stuff. Check a let's play. It's weird that they left that out of the trailer. Oh, gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it. Like, it's not that strange that they left it out of the trailer because, like you said, it's not gonna encourage people to want to play the game. Saying turn-based is not like a positive thing in the gaming world, you know? Like, even if it is just coincidentally turn-based. Right now, like, action-packed is even dated, you know? Quake was action-packed, you know, Doom was action-packed. But now you need to have something more like Fortnite or, I'm gonna say Arcane, but I don't even know if that's a game or an anime. Yeah. There's a bunch of them out there. You know what I'm talking about. Splitgate, Soundgate, or whatever the other one is. Sungate. There's like... Oh my god, there's dozens of them. PUBGs, what have yous. They keep them going games, pretty much. Yeah, battle royales. Battle royales that have every other mode in them. You want to capture a flag in the battle royale? Sure, we got you. You want to spend $30 for your flag to have special colors on it? Sure. Hooty hoo. All right. So I got just about everything I wanted to get done with this. I jumped to the second station. Now it just wants me to keep going. And if I keep going, I probably won't stop. If I don't stop, I won't get enough sleep for the next few days, and I'm sure I'll let this character die. Alright, what can I do with this guy? Let's stay as an anomaly. Oh, that's good. Kind of a little bit hulky colors with harem pants. Let's see if I have a cape. I do. I have a cape. Alright, I am pink with the cape now. And to make it all better, now I'll never know. Alright, that's the save. What should I name this one? Don't die. There we go. Hell yeah. Alright, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. Just type in my cringe sign off. There we go. Alright, dude. Peace out and have a good night.
voice.